So God bless you and thank you for joining me today. We are going to take 2 days to talk about the commandment of honoring your parents. What does that look like for us as believers, and how do we assure that we are honoring our parents? So we're going to take a couple days and we're going to talk about it. Just so that you know, I'm using the spelling Honour because that is how it is written in the concordance. Remember that H is for Hebrew, G for Greek, Old Testament written in Hebrew, New Testament written in Greek. So we're going to look at what the words were in other meanings in the Old Testament and the New Testament. I want to say that I do believe that other cultures and other countries do a better job, I think, at honoring the elderly. Having said that, I think that we also need to recognize that there are also those physical limitations. And so this is really something that's going to maybe just apply to people who have able-bodied elderly in their family. I think if your elderly family member has been deemed incapacitated with Alzheimer's, dementia, etc., I think that that is a game changer for us as believers. So I did a little bit of research. Alzheimer's is a type of dementia. The first documented case was actually 1906. I was a little bit surprised by that. I thought it would have been later, but that is the first documented. So let's start in the Old Testament when God gives Moses the 10 Commandments. This is Exodus 20, verse 12, and clearly it's important to God. He says this: honor your father and your mother so that your days may be long in the land that the Lord your God is giving you. So that word to honor, Honour, in the Hebrew is 35:13, and let's look at what that says. A primitive root, to be heavy, i.e. in a bad sense, burdensome, severe, dull, or in a good sense, numerous, rich, honorable. Causatively to make weighty, in the same two senses, abounding with, more grievously afflict, boast, be chargeable, be dim, glorify, be glorious, make glorious, glorious things, glory, great, very great, be grievous, harden, be heavy, make heavy, be heavier, lay heavily, honor, bring to honor, come to honor, do honor, get honor, be had in honor, honor self, honorable, be honorable, honorable man, laid, be more laid, make self man, nobles prevail, promote, promote to honor, be rich, be sore, go sore, and stop. So there's a whole variety of things in there. Some are good, some are bad, clearly burdensome. That cannot be what is meant by that particular word, but we know it's important to God because it was a commandment that he gave. Honor your father and your mother. So what does that look like for us? And how do we assure that we're honoring our parents? So of course, we're going to include all of the basics for life sustainability: food, clothing, shelter, medical care, water, etc. All of those basic things that really everybody should have, but we want to make certain that they have those. So if you have a parent who is able-bodied and elderly, in other cultures, you know, there's multi-generational living in the same homes. We don't really do that here in the United States so much. It's much more prevalent in other parts of the country, or in other parts of the world, I should say. But then if you have that parent who has that Alzheimer's or dementia, having them in your home may not be something that's even plausible. You know, there are issues where parents can wander outside. If you live in a cold climate, they can go outside without adequate clothing, etc. So there's an awful lot of things that have to be looked at. So what we're going to do in the next video is we're going to start in the New Testament from Mark, the words of Jesus about honoring your parents, and then we're going to look at that. Armor up, we ride at dawn. May God bless you as always. Have a great day.